Today we're talking about something that's genuinely very special to me. We're putting everything on the table about Mass Effect 5 from the official statements over the past few months, N7-day messages, the studio's restructuring process, circulating rumors, and all those teaser crumbs. Before we get into the details, I have a sincere request. Recently, our videos haven't been recommended as much, so they're getting fewer views, and I really need your support. The most powerful way to overcome that is simple. Like the video and leave your thoughts in the comments. I trust you. If you love Mass Effect and want more content like this, don't forget to hit like and share your opinions below. Now, if you're ready, let's begin. Mass Effect isn't just a series I can casually say I love. I've been buried in this universe for years, played close to 1,000 hours, and I still open up Mass Effect 3 from time to time. My favorite character is Commander Shepard, and I'm not romanticizing it. I literally had a Shepard poster in my room for years. So I can't talk about this from a neutral third-person perspective. Whatever they release, I'll play it and I'll finish it. But as a fan, my expectation is clear. Bring back the narrative weight, dialogue quality, and mission design spirit of Mass Effect 3. I played Andromeda 2, finished it multiple times. Was it a bad game? No. But for me, the heart of Mass Effect beats in the tone of the original trilogy, especially ME3. In the new game, graphics and technical aspects can absolutely evolve and modernize. But the way characters speak, the weight of choices, squad dynamics, missions that aren't just filler but actually carry story. That's what I want. Because Mass Effect isn't just running around and shooting in space. Mass Effect is that tension inside dialogue that keeps you on edge. Now, let's move to what we've heard in recent months about Mass Effect 5, or the next Mass Effect, and start with the most important anchor, BioWare's N7-day 2025 message. Mike Gamble clearly stated that development is ongoing, directly addressing the "it's canceled" or "it's shelved" rumors. He emphasized that the team is fully focused on Mass Effect. What we need to underline is this. BioWare still hasn't given a release date, shown gameplay, or done a major reveal. The only confirmed reality is that the project is alive and the studio has shifted its focus to it. That same message included a few small hints that fans immediately jumped on. Gamble used language implying they're building the universe, constructing features, and that there's still a lot to resolve on the romances side. Some outlets ran with "romance is back" headlines, but I think the correct reading is this. BioWare is signaling that they remember the core pillars that make Mass Effect Mass Effect. It's not a feature list announcement. It's more like we're not running away from the series' identity. And honestly, I missed hearing that signal. Around N7-day 2025, some microleak or ARG-like details also fueled the community. People caught things like URL Krogan in posts, which were linked to Krogan imagery and speculation about a civil war. Now, here's the important line. BioWare has not confirmed the story or main conflict. So I'm not presenting this as confirmed leaks. But the studio is clearly creating space for conversation, and in a long, silent project, that alone shows there's still a pulse. Another strong sign that the project is alive didn't come from story details, but from studio behavior. Hiring. Around early 2026, it was reported that Michael Gamble shared a senior production director role for the next Mass Effect team. Job listings don't tell us exactly what stage the game is in. But when a major project is truly canceled, you don't typically recruit critical production roles. So even without flashy reveals, the organizational behavior suggests serious continuation. To understand Mass Effect 5, we also need to look at BioWare's broader situation. Recently, the narrative that BioWare is now a single project studio has grown louder. After Dragon Age: The Veilguard's release, focus reportedly shifted fully to Mass Effect. Restructuring and consolidating teams may explain why we haven't seen gameplay yet. Focusing on one project can improve quality, but it can also extend the timeline. That's where the 2028-2029 window speculation comes in. This isn't confirmed, EA and BioWare haven't given any dates, but the combination of long silence, minimal teaser crumbs, restructuring, single project focus, and senior hiring naturally leads people to believe it's not close. That doesn't mean 2028 is guaranteed, but it also isn't baseless speculation. When people say the game is still in pre-production, that's also inference, not confirmation. BioWare hasn't publicly stated their exact stage. But let's be honest, no gameplay shown and ongoing key hires naturally lead many to assume there's still a long road ahead. And maybe that's okay. If BioWare is aiming for a Mass Effect 3-level comeback, some of that time may be about building it right, not rushing it out. Let's rewind briefly to what we do know. Mass Effect re-entered our lives in 2020 at the Game Awards with that short teaser. We saw Lear T'Soni walking across a snowy landscape, picking up what looked like an N7 armor fragment. Reaper-like sounds, massive silhouettes, the tone it immediately triggered post-ME3 remnants in people's minds. Every crumb since has grown on top of that teaser. Liara's inclusion is not random. Asari lived for centuries. That one detail gives BioWare massive timeline flexibility. They could set it near Shepard's era or centuries after Andromeda. Seeing Liara doesn't lock down a date, but placing her at the center of the teaser signals that BioWare understands the emotional roots of the franchise. And then there's the Andromeda connection. The 600-year gap, Liara's logs, Angara-like silhouettes in concept material, subtle audio hints all keep the possibility alive that Milky Way and Andromeda could intersect. Even though Andromeda is my least favorite entry, I'm not against connecting them. If written well, they could strengthen Andromeda's weaker elements retroactively. But my condition stays the same. Tone, dialogue, and mission design must hit me 3 levels. Number 7 Day 2023 small teasers mentions of Epsilon, coded names, Andromeda distress signal. Alliance references again weren't confirmations, but they reinforce the idea that BioWare is deliberately feeding breadcrumbs to keep the community engaged. N7 Day 2024 was nearly silent, with expectations lowered ahead of time as focus remained on Dragon Age. That silence triggered ME5 doesn't exist fears. But in hindsight, it looks like 2024's quiet laid the groundwork for 2025's message. Our full focus is Mass Effect. It feels intentional. So when people ask why Mass Effect 5 hasn't shown more, I don't automatically see disaster. After restructuring and consolidating, being careful may actually be a strength. For a franchise like Mass Effect, rushing is dangerous. Poor writing, weak coordination, wrong pacing, the cost would be enormous. Seeing BioWare move carefully feels controlled, not panicked. But caution doesn't mean my expectations are lower. For me, Mass Effect isn't about dialogue choices that all lead to the same place. It's about writing that understands your character's history, moral alignment, and relationships. In Me3, I felt that deeply. Conversations mattered. Missions carried narrative weight. If the new game lacks that, no graphical upgrade can save it. That's why the mention of romances didn't feel like cheap fan service. It felt like BioWare asking, do we remember what makes this series character-driven? In Mass Effect, romance isn't just romance. It's an extension of squad chemistry and choice. Hearing that keyword in the middle of endless rumors gave fans like me reassurance. Another critical signal, indications that the game will remain a single-player RPG. That's vital. Mass Effect's identity has always been a story-first, character-driven experience. Multiplayer in ME3 was fun, but the soul of Mass Effect is the single-player journey. As for the Krogan speculation, if BioWare truly centers Krogan politics or even a civil war, that's rich territory. The Genophage storyline showed how powerful Mass Effect can be when exploring morally complex, politically heavy narratives. Krogan returning to the center could mean the return of gray area dilemmas. And no, I don't think Mass Effect is a franchise that's been squeezed dry. It's not a yearly formula machine. 4 games don't exhaust this universe. There's still room for new factions, tensions, threats, and character arcs. I'm not waiting for nostalgia. I believe the universe can still grow. Shepard is legendary to me, but if they deliver me 3 quality writing with a new protagonist, I'll gladly embrace it. So yes, 2028 or later doesn't just mean waiting. It means do it right. Mass Effect doesn't forgive mistakes easily. Right now, the confirmed facts are simple. Development continues, the studio's focus is back on Mass Effect, and critical roles are being filled. That kills cancellation fears but doesn't promise a near-term release. My expectation is clear. Give me a new galaxy, new threats, new squad mates, but restore the weight of choice. Don't let missions become filler. Don't let dialogue feel plastic. Even if it's not technically revolutionary, if the writing reaches Me3 standards, I'll play it for years. So what do you expect from Mass Effect 5? Can Mass Effect work without hearing Shepard's name? Does a new hero excite you? Does the Andromeda connection give you hope, or do you want a full return to the Milky Way roots? Write your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. See you in the next one.